Namaskar. So, the significance of physical education and what are its components. So first let me define or first let me quote the meaning of yoga. And why I am defining the meaning of yoga, I will be explaining. Sri Aurobindo says, in the right view both of life and of yoga, in the right view both of life and of yoga, all life is either consciously or subconsciously a yoga. All life is yoga. Samagra jivan hi yog hai. All life is either consciously or unconsciously. Satan ho ya tabasatan ho. Next he defines yoga as a methodized effort. As a methodized effort towards self-perfection by the expression of the sacred potentialities latent in the being. So here he has spoken about three things. First one is methodized effort. Number one, yoga is nothing but a methodized effort. And what is its aim? Its aim is self-perfection. And what is the process? By the expression of the latent potentialities within the being. Antarnihit samartha ka vikas. Antarnihit samartha ka vikas एक methodized effort है और उसका लक्ष्य क्या है? Self perfection. But he has added another aim. He has added another aim, and that is the highest condition of victory in that effort. What is the highest victory of that self perfection? It is the union. It is the union of the human individual with the universal and transcendental existence we see partially expressed in man and in the cosmos. So, there are two objectives. One is self-perfection, and the highest victory is the union with the universal divine and the transcendental divine. And the method is by the expression of the latent potentialities within the being. And whole yoga is nothing but a methodized effort. Professor Kirit Joshi had always been insisting that the four things in India, Indian yoga, Indian spirituality, Indian culture, and Indian education, these four things are identical things. This is also the aims, process of Indian culture, ultimate and deeper and profound meaning of Indian culture. This is also the meaning and ultimate aim of all education. This is also the meaning and aim of Indian spiritualities, and this is also the meaning and ultimate aim of Indian yoga. So, yes. So, first thing is, what is the aim of physical education? So, aim of physical education is the perfection of the body. Perfection of the body. Why perfection of body is the aim of physical education? As said by Sri Aurobindo, because we are aiming at integral perfection. And integral perfection means the perfection of the whole being. And without the perfection of the body, whole integral perfection of the whole being will never take place. Sri Aurobindo says, our aim is total transformation. Without the perfection of the body, total perfection will never take place. Our aim is establishment of life divine upon earth, and without the perfection of body, life divine, establishment of life divine upon earth will never take place. Why? Because as Professor Sampanananda Mishra sir has already spoken, because Sariram Adyam Khaludharma Sadhanam, because body is the means and fulfillment of dharma. But one may say, and let me discuss these things from the mother's writing, one may say that the body is inert thing. So why perfection is needed in respect of body? Because our body is deep and dumb. But mother says Body has no discerning capacity. Body is a docile instrument. Body is a docile instrument. Body has no discerning capacity. Body cannot decide with regard to whom? With regard to its masters. And who are its masters? The mind and the vital. The mind and the vital are the masters of the body. And body has no discerning capacity. And therefore, body obeys its masters blindly. Therefore, the body obeys masters blindly, and the natural balance of the body is disturbed. Why it is disturbed? Creating in it fatigue, exhaustion, and disease by the mind. By the mind. By the mind. Why? By the mind with its dogmas and with its arbitrary principles. So natural balance of the body is disturbed by the very master. Very master, the culprit is mind. Mind with its dogmas and with its arbitrary principle, says the mother. And by the vital with its passions, its excesses, and the dissipations. So body has to be freed. Body has to be freed from this tyranny through a constant union with the psychic center of the being. So please you refer to the definition of the yoga. So body consciousness has to unite itself with the psychic being, and body has to be freed from the tyranny of its masters, that is to say, the mind and the vital. This is the meaning of perfection of the body, and this is the meaning of the union of the physical consciousness with the psychic being. When the body consciousness will be united with the psychic consciousness, then the body will be perfected. And the meaning of perfection of the body is body will be freed. Physical consciousness will be freed from the tyranny of its masters. And the masters are vital and the mind. Mind with its dogmas, arbitrary principles, vital with its passions, its excesses, and its dissipations. Now, what are the components of physical consciousness? There are three components. There are three components of the physical education. What are those three components? One is control. Second one is development. And the third one is correction. Control of the body consciousness. Control of the imperfect movement of the body. The body can niyantran. Control of the imperfect body. So, the control and discipline of the functioning of the body is the first component. Second component, development. Development of what? An integral, methodical, and harmonious development of all the parts and movements of the body. And the third aspect is the correction of any defects and the deformities. So there are three components. One is control, second one is development, and third one is correction. And another mother has said about two things. One is, in order to perfect physical consciousness, we have to have a minimum knowledge of the human body. A minimum knowledge of the human body. And the second aspect is observing the functioning of the integral organs. Observing the functions of the integral organs. So, in a nutshell, this is why body needs education. That is to say, why body has to be perfected. Because body has to be perfected. Because body has to be free. Physical consciousness has to be freed from the tyranny of its masters. And who are its masters? Mind and the vital. And how it could be freed? It could be freed through the control, then the development, and through the correction. So this is in nutshell, and with these words,
let me conclude here. Thank you.